Hello, my name is Dusty Bubbles, and I am a practitioner of 5-element and Chinese medicine. And in that beautiful system, we learn this art form. It's called the system of correspondences, and it brings great illumination to the world. And in the system of correspondences, we look at the body as connected to nature and as connected to different emotions and connected to different parts of our physical body. So for instance, when we talk about the lungs, let's talk about the lungs. With the lungs, the emotion is grief. The emotion is grief. And in 5-element, the other side of that emotion of grief, a higher frequency side, I could say, a higher vibration side, is acceptance. So we could say that grief and acceptance is one of the same. We could say that. In this magical system of correspondences, we also have sounds. And the sounds of the lungs is weeping or crying. You know, a moan out from the chest. The color is white, representing the empty space of the lungs. The lungs are also known in Chinese medicine as the brilliant canopy, the brilliant protector. And right now our collective lungs are hurting. They're hurting. We are in the year of the metal rat, and the lungs are an element of metal, or I like to say mineral, which is the rocks, which is the mountains that inspire us. Inspiration. And the entry point for the lungs is lung 1, which is over here. It's right here. If you find what's called your deltoid pectoral triangle, if you raise your arm up like this, a little triangle emerges right here between your pecs and where your delt is. This is your deltoid, these are your pecs. And in the center of that triangle, if you go towards your armpit and down about a thumb width, you'll find it. It's called middle palace. And this point is the entry point of the lungs, which makes it the entry point to the heavens. The lungs are about our connection to the divine, our connection to living, our connection to the breath that we collectively all breathe, the air that we collectively all breathe, that connects all of us. And part of accepting struggles and pain and accepting what it means to be in that battlefield of being a human is to activate the lungs. So we can use this point called central palace or middle palace as a way to deeply connect with the heavens. You know, in the Bible it says that the kingdom of heaven is within. This is what this point is about, the kingdom of heaven that's within. And the Chinese character for this point is called Zongfu. And Zong is drawn as a square and then like a bullseye. So there's a square and then a line here and a line here, making it look like a target. That represents the yin and the yang of life, that there's a dark and there is a light. So the lungs helped us accept that. Because remember I said the higher frequency state of the lungs is acceptance. And then there we have grief as being the main emotion. So what we can do here is let's find that point together. So I'm going to find it over here. This is lung 1, again, central palace. The entry point for the lungs. The lung meridian runs on the inside of the arm. Okay, you know when you find it, because it will kind of sparkle around maybe this shoulder girdle or maybe into the back, sometimes into the face, really anywhere. We're all different. And now we're just going to bring a little bit of energy to this point. And as we do this, I want you to continue to breathe in and out of your nose. And I want you to connect with your spine. Our spine is about core stability. Our spine is what makes us upright. So connect into your spine as you touch this point. We're just giving love and heavenly energy to our lungs. We're working towards acceptance of where we're at. Because acceptance will lead to the sense of light, the sense of delight, the sense of connection to the divine. And then this connection to our spine and the divine. Yeah, that's what makes us human. Because we got to stay human. I know a lot of us who are into things like I'm doing right now, or visualizations, Chinese medicine, we have a tendency to want to float off and be in the heavens. But let's be human. That's part of what our breath can do. Connect us with the rhythm of the earth so we can move from that place. The system of correspondences is so beautiful because I can just feel my grief moving around. It's okay. And the lungs are connected to our skin as well, which is about boundaries. So I feel this strong sense of sovereignty in this. And now let's just open our chest and take a big breath. Put a smile on your face. Start to let that acceptance just move into you. Acceptance of wherever you're at. And now we take a moment to thank that acupuncture point, middle palace, central palace, lung 1, for what it has to teach us, because every acupuncture point is a teacher. And collectively, I ask us now to find that place within, that place of light, that deep, deep radiance to bring out. Thank you for taking a moment and pause with me to connect with our lungs, our collective lungs, because whenever we take a moment and release a little bit of light that's deep inside of us, it goes out into the world, and the world's a little more illuminated. So let's go illuminate. Thank you. Blessings.